How's it going, guys? I'm actually back here on the Gregtech 6 server, and I'm getting the last of my molly done. Been here working for about an hour getting this done, and I'm going to give you guys kind of an update on what's been going on with Gregtech 6. There's been 2 updates come out. Build 51 and 52, and I'm going to look at the different things that were added, blocks as it is that were added, and let you know about the other things. We're going to start with 51. I might end up doing this in 2 parts, I'm not sure. But 51, he improved the way the NBT numbers are set inside Gregtech tools. So these things, not real sure what that means. It goes on to say in the changelog that there's no reason to use long whenever the numbers happen to be too small for it anyways, and since get long also returns values of byte, short, and integer MBTs, I save a few bytes on that for low durability tools and similar. So I'm guessing that means that the NBT data is the durability of this. And to save on the amount of stuff that's being sent from client to server, server to client, he's using a shorter integer. Not positive, but as far as gameplay goes, not something we really need to know about. Second thing is improve the way material data is saved in NBTs, being now by ID instead of, gotta move my page over, instead of by name. Unless the ID is -1 or it is an old tag, in which cases it will still use the name. Again, no idea. Don't think it has anything to do with our gameplay, so not really going to worry about it. While I tell you about the ones that I can, I'm going to process through a little bit of tungstate and scheelite so we can finally get us a tungsten crucible made that I didn't already bring with me, which I do have one, but I ain't used it yet. Let's see, next one, world generator. Oh, this is something that Arch had been bugging him about. If any of y'all go on the forums, you'll see where they had a conversation about it, something being wrong in the generator. and throw in some weird generation for some reason. Some people are hoping that this will fix the fact that we can't find tin worth of crap. This was also changed in Gregtech 5, if I'm correct. World Generator sometimes ends up generating wrong ores because of a break being at the wrong location. This was only really visible when the World Gen config has been used with a lot of custom veins. Now see, it says it was only used or only a problem when there was a lot of custom veins. Well, we, as far as I know here on this server, do not have any custom veins. We may have one or two that I don't know about, but I don't think we have any. But we have a hell of a time trying to find tin, which just about everybody does, except apparently the one guy that left me a message that is having more trouble finding copper than tin, which amazes me because you go down, especially if you go like under an ocean where the only thing that can spawn is from say 50 to 0, you can get all kinds of copper because either chalcopyrite veins, which are chalcopyrite and pyrite iron. I know in Gregtech 6 it's probably not iron. It's probably banded iron. Or you can find the limonite veins, which have brown limonite, yellow limonite, malachite, which is copper, and iron, which again, probably here in Gregtech 5 or Gregtech 6 is probably banded. And then you can also go into the hills and look for tetrahedrite, whatever you want to call it, which is also copper. But tin is tin. You're only getting tin out of tin and cassiterite. Now, once you start processing, you can get some out of iron, you can get some out of zinc. Might be another one too. But as far as digging it up, you have a lot better chance of finding copper than you do tin. Alright, next thing. Gregtech metal crops and similar rare drop crops. So like the crops that Junior was building in our greenhouse over there, the ones that produce either the coupon, the tin, iron, gold, all of those. Growth speed to be about 10 times slower. So he changed their growth speed to be a lot slower, and they're already pretty slow. So he hit the nerf hammer on that one pretty good. Many nether portals have been changed to now use obsidian sticks rather than obsidian blocks. That's something I've never tried. I've never messed with them. I've read into them a little bit, and currently I don't see a use for me to use them. I might make one of these days just to see, just to show you guys, and play with them a little bit to see what I can figure out about them. But other than that, I really don't see a whole lot of use for me personally. The next two are the biggest two for me. One of them is something that I never really asked for, but I'm really glad he put in and always really wanted. These sensor things. Mainly the thermostat for me. If you guys remember, when we would click on this with the screwdriver and change its value, it would lose the value and we'd have to change it. And now it will hold its value even when you click over to the actual temperature. You go back and it's right back at the temperature it had. So the temperature is holding two different values rather than just one like before. And the other one is a dust funnel, which I'm really interested in looking into that. Let's see, we are at 2,000, which is where we need to be. We need to pull nothing out of there. And we need to get a monkey wrench and give this thing a little whacking. I still love the fact that that actually says off. And steel needs to be at 2046. So we're going to jack this up to 2100. And we're going to make 3 steel plates. This is the dust funnel. It says it turns all differently sized dust into the specified size. You can use a monkey wrench to toggle the outputs. So we're going to have to try this out. Now to make it, it takes 3 iron plates, or 3 steel plates, 2 steel rods, and a hopper. Now let's see if we have any iron. It looks like we might get lucky here, because you can use wrought iron, and we have 1 wrought iron plate and 4 regular plates. I'm making power right now like crazy. I've got this pumping in. I've got all 3 windmills up there running. Wind turbines running. I've got this running, producing 50 EU almost every tick, like 4 out of 5 ticks. The fluid's running in here, producing steam in this one. I got charcoal in here, producing steam in this one. This bad boy's putting out 30 to 60% of its output. So we're just making power like crazy right now. But that was because I was doing all that molybdenum. Alright, we're going to make a chest. We're going to put our iron plates around it, which actually I got a block of iron plates right behind me, so it's not really a big deal. And now, what tools do we need? We need a hammer, a wrench, and a saw. And I got the wrench on me. There's the hammer. I got room for another? Yeah, I do. Give me a saw. Alright, and I do not have room for this, so let's just kick out this dirt. I said kick out the dirt. Oh crap, that is not a plate. Huh. Well, Let's come over here and put these in here. And we'll put the drum down. And this will do it. It's just not got any power. So we'll do it really slow. There we go. Now we can put our shovel mold back. And I think I got my plate mold right here. Plop that down there. There's one. There's two. And there's three. Alright. Now we'll just let that thing sit there. Actually, we need to drop it down to 1200. That way I can get rid of this wolfenite right here. Alright, so. And I knew that wasn't going to work. Let's do it this way. We need these three. We need our saw. Not the long rod. 2 small rods. Wrench. And a hammer. Alright. What's your problem? Saw. Wrench. Does that need a soft hammer? No, it needs a regular hammer. 3 steel plates. 2 steel rods. And a hopper. Why was the hopper not in there? Alright, there we go. So, this is going to go over here, because I'm guessing I'm going to use it over here a lot more than anywhere else. Now, it looks like a big ass cauldron. And we've got, let's see, 45 of these. So we'll put them in there. And how do we get you out of there? Do we gotta have a... We gotta have a hopper underneath it? I wonder if it just needs a chest under it since it's got a hopper in it. Well, let's check and see what the output of it is. And then we'll check and see. Oh, that where it outputs, or that... Oh, it's changing the size on that's what it's going to output. So that would be a full dust. That would be like the small piles. That would be tiny piles. I ain't got a clue what that would be. Alright. So we need a chest. And we'll just go make one real quick. Won't take but a second. And there's our chest. Now, actually, want to upgrade my, or not upgrade, but put some power into my drill real quick, because it's going to take forever to pop through that brick if I don't. that'll be good. You put your power right back, fill back up. Alright. Yeah, it output to the bottom. It was just laying right there on the ground, so we gotta interact with this thing like this to get it through? How do we get this to come out of here? Hey, give me dust. Okay, I got 4 of them out of there as soon as I switched it over. So let's try 18 of these. Okay, so the high one is nothing. The next one, can we do it with nuggets? I'm going to drop that up there. Put that up there. We got 18 magnesium. Put that in there. And we got our magnesium. Does it work with nuggets? Doesn't work with nuggets. Alright. So if you want to do this with nuggets, you're going to have to macerate your nuggets down. That's nice. I like that. We've really been needing one of these. Alright. So now throw these back in here. So they'll get macerated, and then we can take them and deal with them, wash them. Just thermal centrifusion these for now, because they only give out wolfenite dust, so no real reason to worry about them. So now that'll have 1 extra in it. That'll be 2 extra. That'll be 3 extra. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now that should be the full amount. And that gives us 22 of them. Alright. So that makes that a whole lot easier now. And there's 2 other updates. One of them I think is a little goofy. And the other one is something that I don't think we're going to need again. A way to override or dictionary item data from inside the item itself. This can also fake or dictionary entries to some of my systems. Now you can recycle disabled prefixed items which are not registered to the OR dictionary, like those now unobtainable tool heads when I nerf some materials. So I'm not sure, but that actually almost sounds like you could change in your config what you wanted to be recyclable and what not. But since I'm on a server, that's something I can't check out. If anybody checks that out and finds out for sure, let me know so I can let everybody else know. And the other thing is he added nether brick tools. I have no idea why. This is the one thing I thought was really weird. He nerfed down nether brick or stone tools, nerfed down wood tools because they're not made out of metal. Why in the world would you add nether brick tools? Personally, I wouldn't use them, because if he puts in something to be able to get the stuff out of netherrack, like what we have in Gregtech 5, I want to keep my netherrack for getting copper, or not copper, coal, redstone, and sulfur out of. But for some reason, we now have nether brick dust, nether brick ingot, or nether brick nuggets. I have no idea why we would have nuggets when it's not a metal. Hot nether brick ingot. Not even clue if that's possible to make right now. Nether brick plates, which are not possible to be made right now. Problem with that is that's needed to make the nether brick pickaxe. So you can't even make a nether brick pickaxe right now. The only tool I've seen in there that is actually able to be made right now is the hammer. There it is. Nether bricks and a hammer will make a nether brick hammer head. And you use the hammerhead and a stick to make a level 1 2400 durability nether brick hammer with fire aspect too, so you can burn the shit out of things with it. Again, not real sure why he added it, but it's Greg, so I'm not trying to debate with him about it. I'm going to let that one go here, and we'll come back in the next one and we'll look into the update for 52. And we got actually we got 2 new machines coming in that one. So talk to y'all next time. Later.